back to the Smells Like Grunge Countdown. I'm Steve Isaacs, and this is Dave from Pearl Jam. So, Lollapalooza is now over. Now looking back, how would you, what comes to mind?
Well, what comes to mind is all the friends that I made on the tour, and how difficult it's going to be to keep in touch with everyone, and how much we're all going to want to do that. So maybe we'll have to just do another thing. I guess next year maybe we'll go on tour and bring all the Lollapalooza bands with us and open up for all of them.
So when you were growing up, what were some of the heaviest bands influencing you?
Heaviest bands. The heaviest band, definitely the heaviest band that influenced me was Zeppelin. But, you know, Pink Floyd and Heart and just every great band, really. I mean, I was so into, you know, my dad turned me on to Grand Funk Railroad, and that was like the start of something right there, and it just went on from there.
How does it feel, though, now you're in a band that's influencing people as we speak? What does that feel like?
I really, you know, I guess it would hit me harder when I go to a club and see somebody playing one of the songs, you know, but I haven't gotten to do that yet. I'm looking forward to that, but it blows me away when people come up and say, you know, wow, you know, Stones is totally influencing my guitar, you know, do you know how he tunes his guitar and stuff like that? It's a trip, you know. We've been touring now for a year, so I really haven't had time to sit back and take it all in. I've been more kind of skimming the surface, waiting for the day I can sit back and go, wow, you know, this is real, it is really happening, so. Cool. Pretty trippy.
Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Anyway, we're gonna move on with Mark Arm. He's one of the proponents of the Seattle scene, and his band Mudhoney. And this is a video called "Into the Drink." It's MTV Smells Like Grunge Countdown, don't you know? And this is Jeff Emmett from Pearl Jam. Now, did you have fun playing the Music Awards a couple weeks back?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We got to meet like a lot of cool people. Elton John was like a really cool guy, and hung out with the Black Crowes guys.
Did you get along with them?
Yeah. They're pretty cool guys. We felt totally underdressed around those guys, though. Like we kind of showed up in like our normal kind of leisurely attire, and they were all kind of decked out in their velvet and satin garb. And it was like 95 degrees out, so it must have been
an effort.
Yeah, it was rock though.
And everybody did rock. You sounded really good. Did you have a good time?
Yeah. It was great. It was like a lot. It was more painless than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I thought it was going to be more of a hassle, and it was cool just hanging out and seeing people that you grew up listening to. Like I said, Elton John and people like that, Mick Jagger.
Now, Lollapalooza is pretty much done. How do you feel about it?
Well, there's a part of me that's going to miss a lot of those people. I mean, there's a lot of pretty amazing crew people and band members that I think we're going to miss a lot of that. At the same time, we've been touring for a year, and I'm kind of excited.
You're going to take a break?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to go home and actually remember what it's like to kind of be in the same place for more than 2 or 3 days.
Okay, cool. Well, you deserve a break, man. Definitely. Indeed. Jeff Emmett from Pearl Jam, but right now we got Alice in Chains in at our countdown at number 5. Pearl Jam and Jeremy in at number 2 for our smelling quite grungy countdown, and this is Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam. So why don't you tell me about, that was your first concept video, so how did it go from making straight live audio and video videos to the concept version?
It was a lot easier because we were only needed for about a 9-hour day rather than a 24-hour day or a all-nighter or a 2-day shoot, because we just filmed when we were over in England touring. Mark Pellington is the guy that did the video. Just came over. We were into soundstage, shot all the just the band stuff, which is pretty limited. You know, most of it's just of Eddie. And then he just filled in, and he kept sending it rough copies to us, and he kept adding more stuff on it and filming more stuff, and all the newspaper clippings and all the headlines and all that stuff kind of came on afterwards. So it was very interesting, but it was a lot easier to do, which is always good.
Philosophically, is Pearl Jam a band that really believes in videos, or is it just a necessary evil?
I think it depends on who you ask. I think videos, if they're done well, have as much artistic merits as anything done artistically. But I think if you rely only on videos to I don't know, showcase your band, I think it's kind of a sad thing in general. But this song, at least Jeremy, it seemed like an appropriate song for a concept. There's a lot of powerful lyrics in it, and I think that whereas Even Flow and Alive really seemed like just go out there and kind of show the band, Jeremy definitely seemed like something that could be enhanced by a video in certain ways. So we went for it. And Mark Pellington is a genius, so when you work with really good people, then sometimes you get good things. So.
Well, I believe it turned out quite well. Quite nice mix of video and audio. And when we come back, we've got what would have to be, I suppose, the grungiest video ever in the history of. What do you think grunge means?
I don't even say that word.
Really? Good. Next, we have number 1 on our countdown.